El otro día fuimos invitados al playtest de SWAPMEAT en Casa Butler, donde tuve la oportunidad de entrevistar a Jamie Stormbreaker, director del juego. Aquí les dejo la entrevista.
I am a little content creator, but I would like to know how has been your road through all this game creation and stuff.
For SWAPMEAT specifically, or like as in general as a creator?
In general, like for your lifetime.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think I've been making games for like 18 years now. And I started on Lord of the Rings Online and Dungeons & Dragons Online and Asheron's Call, which are MMOs that came out in like the mid-2000s. And then I worked on stuff like Guild Wars 2, League of Legends, State of Decay, and State of Decay 2. So I've worked mostly on PC, but a little bit on Xbox as well. Primarily I was focused as an engineer most of my career, but I would often get paired on a lot of design projects with other designers and engineering. We started One More Game 6 years ago, and I held game director as my title, but I'm also still a programmer and still a designer. And then on SWAPMEAT, I'm our game director and lead designer. So one of the best things about working at smaller companies versus like on a game that takes thousands of, like League of Legends, eventually had thousands of people on it, you know?
Yeah.
One of the best parts about working in a small studio is that you can do a lot of different things, and you have to do them. So like if you have like a passion for narrative design and you've never been tasked with narrative design, the good news is that you probably can be involved in a smaller studio.
Okay,
So
yeah.
we have 13 people at One More Game, and a lot of us do a lot of things to make this game happen.
Yeah, I want to say that it really feels like the game has a lot of soul. When I got invited to this event, I wasn't really a connoisseur about the game, about SWAPMEAT, but with the experience, I'm in love with it. It feels like a SWAPMEAT of all of games, because you have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and in the end, it's really hectic. It's awesome. You are like in a constant rush. I'm describing it like I feel it playing Overwatch or a bit of Marvel Rivals, but single player. And I'm in love with that because I'm a little shy when it comes to multiplayer games, but with SWAPMEAT, I love the experience. I love how you can turn off your brain and just play and enjoy it. It's really amazing.
Yeah, that. Thank you, by the way, so much for those comments. And you see a smile on my face because a couple things: turning your brain off and just playing. That's what we aim for as designers, to get players in something called flow state, where you just are playing and having a good time, and things aren't in your way, stopping you from having a good time. That's really critical. I love that you call out Overwatch because the combat is designed after Quake 3, Serious Sam, and Overwatch. And then there's a bunch of other influences in there, but the fast combat with a lot of enemies on you and the clock that's ticking behind you, a lot of those bits are to try to pressure the player, make them feel they're going to move forward. And then the controls are all Overwatch controls, basically. Overwatch is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm a Tracer main, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so, yeah, those are definitely inspirations. And so it's Risk of Rain 2 and Helldivers 2. Our team had been playing so many games during the summer when we first started building this 2 years ago, and a lot of those inspirations crept in.
Okay, but it really, even after all the inspirations, the game has its own soul, so it's amazing that you got that. Also,
it live or dies by the name, which is the mechanic.
Yeah.
Swapping meat. If that wasn't cool, then the game didn't matter, you know?
Of course, it really means a lot.
Yeah.
So, a little bit ago, I heard you, I eavesdropped a little bit, that there won't be any microtransactions and any of that stuff?
Yeah, so our focus is on delivering a premium experience with a box price that you can purchase. We haven't announced our price yet, but it should be within expectations of games that are of our caliber, you know? We have a lot of peers in this space, and you know, we want to make sure that whatever we put out, players think is the right price, and we will have cosmetics, but they're things we're going to give away. So, for instance, the 18th to the 21st of September, we have a playtest that's focused on the Latin American community. You go on Steam and you can wishlist the game and sign up for the playtest. Anyone that plays in that will get a free cosmetic as a thank you for playing the game with us. And then, we have the ability to give cosmetics out or sell them, but the game's focus is not on cosmetics or battle passes, microtransactions or battle passes, I'm sorry. The game's focus will be on delivering a really great experience that you can play with your friends, and trying to create a finished product. We'll have early access in October, and that's not the finish line, that's just the next step of our testing. Yeah, so the game will fully be released sometime next year, I think.
Okay, probably like fall 2026, or?
Oh, I have no idea. So the reason being is so we've been building the game for 2 years. A year and a half of that we've been developing in public with people. So like this is the first time that you've seen the game. That's very normal, by the way. It takes a long time before a game is good enough and present enough that people start hearing and seeing it.
Yeah.
But we've been developing with players for a year and a half. We just had our 7th public test end on September 9th. We listen to player feedback and then incorporate it and then release the game again. And then we listen to player feedback and then we incorporate it and then we release the game again. And so early access is the next step for that. And the reason I don't know when it's going to be out is because it literally depends on what the players are saying. You know, we need to, we'll know by reviews on Steam, are the reviews positive? If they're not, I'm going to go read all the reviews that aren't positive, and then I'm going to incorporate that feedback into the game, and then I'm going to reply to that review and say, hey, I think we fixed this, want to go check it out. And we're just going to keep doing that until the game is finished. So I don't know how long it'll be.
I mean, it will take what it has to take.
It'll take what it takes.
It is a great approach. I mean, I think a lot of games should be doing that, and I'm loving that you guys are taking the games like the past view of developing games, not the current view that it's just launching and finishing the game. You guys are actually trying to get the most polished thing out of this, and then saying, okay, we're ready to launch it.
That's exactly right.
So
yeah, it's really important to us as a company that people understand and trust our brands. This is our first game that we are bringing to market, and we want to make sure that anyone that buys it or has in testing with us understands, like, we really want to deliver a finished product that earns people's respect and reviews and wish lists, and we're out here just earning that trust.
Okay. So what would you say is your favorite part of all SWAPMEAT gameplay?
My favorite part is designing bosses. We have a really cool team of folks that typically collaborate on what the bosses are going to be. There's like 4 or 5 of us that work on them. And figuring out how to take SWAPMEAT, the mechanic, and putting it into like raid-like mechanics that scale from 1 to 4 players, because the game is cooperative. It's 1 to 4 with dynamically scaling difficulty.
Oh, so it is dynamic.
Yeah, and so you need to be able to beat the boss with 1 player, and you need to be able to beat the boss and have it challenging with 4. So that is actually really fun to figure out. And then we call it boss meat. It's stuff that's in the boss arena that you use. So for instance, the second boss in the game is a wrestling match. And you get out of the ring, and you get a folding chair for a head, and you use the folding chair and throw it at the ref, so that way he doesn't knock you off when you're pinning.
Okay.
Yeah, so like that folding chair only shows up in that arena, but it's really fun to figure out like these one-off like body parts that we can use.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I really love that taco stuff, like all the references and the stuff. I'm loving.
We can do anything with it because the game's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm Mexican. Every time the taco showed up in the screen, I pick it up instantly.
Yeah.
I love it, guys.
As we expand out, we figure out where our player base is too, and then we just start making stuff with you guys.
Okay.
We recorded a bunch of this match, and I was just telling Jeff, like, hey, I've written down a couple specific lines that you should hear the crowd yelling at the fight.
Yeah.
So, like, you guys might end up hearing, oh wait, they must have did that because they came here. Yeah, that's what we literally do. We are just trying to make each other laugh every day.
Okay.
And then if we get each other on the development team to laugh, the players will. That's the whole thing.
Yeah. It is great so far. I mean it. I really mean it. I want to play it as soon as possible. I'm looking forward for the next playtest. I will be there.
7 days. 7 days.
Yeah.
Come join
the
us.
whole 7 days.
Thank you.
But well, I think that will be everything from my side. Any other words you would like to say?
I think that's it. Those are the things. The number one request that any indie developer has is to go wishlist the game. I don't know if players really know this, but it really does matter. It helps us get the word out about the game, and it is how we will or will not succeed. And indie developers we take risks on games like this.
Yeah.
And if people want games that are taking risks, which I think people do, that's why we did this.
Yeah.
They just gotta show the love and go up and wishlist it. That's it.
Okay. I'll be sure all my community wishlist the game on Steam.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for coming and checking the game out. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.